Okay, welcome all of you again to Live with Big Boss Solo. Today we want to trade some currency pairs, gold and GPY and GBP. So let's just go into it and let me share my screen. Okay, fine. Here we are. Okay, we are on the JPY charts, and this was the previous week's trade, and this today. So today, actually, let me just remove no. Today, this was our fair value gap. Fair value gap. Like this is our Fibonacci golden zone. Like if I retrace like from here, I began to this point, we'll get this one as our golden zone. Huh? And that golden zone, we are going to mark it here. If you mark it here, definitely, we don't want to make trading complicated. We just want to use simple structures I've been using before, and we've been getting profits, right? So at this point, we are expecting this market to either come down here. When it comes down here, it will bounce back going high because there must be retracement. However much the other currency might be strong to each level, but there must be, it might retrace back. So definitely, if we will be waiting to go long here, put our stop loss just here, target 1:3. This 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Yeah, waiting somewhere like here. So let's wait for this market to come back, to come down here. Hope you are seeing what I'm saying. We are waiting for this market to come down here. After coming down here, it will go so let's see again. The market you're waiting, it comes down, then it bounces back. Yeah. So this is the move we are waiting for. However much the market is still trying to consolidate over there, but we are waiting for this move on long hours time frame, 1 hour time frame. So even if it go tomorrow or tomorrow, we are still waiting for this move. So let's go to gold. When you go to gold, actually, here on gold, this was our yesterday's trade on gold, this one, and today we are expecting gold also to come. Like let me remove these two and this one, and let me show you what I did. Okay, I went on 30 minutes time frame. As you know, guys, right now you should have known that I do trade on higher time frames, right? So if we went to 30 minutes time frame, we were looking for this name here. We were looking for entries here. Yesterday we took this trade and we drew our Fibonacci from the point where buying pressure began to the point where it ended, and we realized that our golden zone lies at the exact fair value gap of this movement here. Let me put it too long. Yeah, here. Let me extend this. Yeah, here. And if you go to 1 hour time frame, you are going to get that this is the exact point of fair value gap. Let me just remove this Fibonacci. This is the fair value gap of this movement. So this one gives us a high probability trade here of reversal. So we are waiting in case it comes here and it closes in, we will be going for another buy because gold was expected to show around, yeah, we're putting in here and we'll be going to around, we'll be waiting gold to go to 400, yeah, at the end, because goal was to go to 4,500 before the end of the year, and we are expecting that movement. So we should wait. We should wait for this movement from here. It comes here. When it closes in between our area, we'll be going for buys. Our first TP will be here. Okay. Then there will be another drawdowns here. Then back. Uh, then back. We'll be going. When it comes here, we'll be going for another buy for our second TP from here, going here. Hope you're seeing the movement you are waiting for. Yeah, that is the exact point I wanted. Yeah, so this is the kind of movement you're waiting for gold. Our first TP is here. That will be TP1. Then we'll be having our TP2 will be at 480. Yeah, so we're waiting for both of them there. Yeah, so we're waiting for both our TPs to be hit. But let's wait for this retracement back in 1 hour time frame. Then we go for all those those opportunities. For now, we are holding. This is for day traders. For scalpers, a bit disadvantage. Let's look at the GBP JPY. The GBP JPY, we can see, if we can see, we can mark this zone. There is this zone here. It can be a area of interest because there was a lot of bounce back then. This was last week, probably. Then after the breakout of this zone, um, we saw a high buying pressure. This for technical analysis, but for fundamental analysis, what happened was after the Bank of Japan news, they increased the rates, and they definitely there's a way the Japanese yen was to weaken too much in case there was increase of rates and less of rate cuts. Okay, so inflation rate is still increasing in Japan, and that one made the currency too weak. Because if you compare it to Japanese yen USD, the same movement was there. So we are expecting, if probably the week will be well, it's either the trade will be consolidating over here, here, or after this breakout, we want to see continuation on buys. So for here, if you are to wait for pullbacks, pullbacks under Nini, we can wait for it at 210. We can wait for pullbacks here at 210. Okay, then here at 210, we'll wait for this pullback. Then when it closes above, we'll go for buys. But when it closes down, we'll go for sells towards here. So what I mean is, in case the trade pulls back, in case it pulls back here and closes here, we will continue going for sales to this point. Okay, but in case it pulls down, in case it pulls down uh, and closes here above, we are going to go for the next move will be a buy move. I don't know why my cursor is not clicking this point. Let me eliminate this. When it closes, well, times is difficult. It closes here. We are going for buys. Ah, no. Okay. So is either it comes down here, we go for buys. It closes this point, we go for sell. So this is the reference line here. It will either act as our support and resistance at the same time. Okay. Yeah. So that is the IV of GBP JPY for today. So we are waiting for that. And I said we are only trading 3 pairs today. And we'll wait for them until they respect. If they don't respect, we'll call it a day. If they respect, it'll be fine. As I'm seeing gold, gold is kind of retracing back, and we are waiting for that movement very well. So this is what we are expecting on gold, and on on USD JPY. On USD JPY, we are waiting for this kind of movement. Hope you guys are seeing. It has been a good pair. It has given me a lot of profits previously here, and we are waiting for it here. Let's see whether this one will also work out. So you can put your setup on the same. If you're a scalper, let's look for scalpers positions. With scalping, USD JPY is not your pair. It's consolidating. It's really consolidating. So this is not your pair. Yeah. Let's look for scalping on gold. Let's look for scalping on gold. Okay, scalping on gold on 15 minutes. What do you see? The market is on an uptrend. The market is on an uptrend. Yeah, it's on an uptrend. And if you're a scalper, you should be looking for buy positions. Buy positions here. Let's wait for this market to come here and treat this as a shoulder and this one as a head. Or let's wait it for here, get this as a head. And if this level will be there, it's already at that level, yeah. So it can continue making another shoulder over here. Then we go for boom. We go for sales till this point and wait for it here. So for now, we are expecting, if you're a scalper, you should be trading reversal. You should be trading the reversal here that is drawing down to this point. So you can go in for buy for sales here till this point. Then from there on, we'll make another judgment. Hope you guys are with me, and you are looking into finding some opportunities to trade. I was on my live today in the night hours, and I won't be long on this live. I was just here to shed some light, and we are going to hold. And as we are going to hold, I'm not going to be all along trying to, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's just wait on it on 30 minutes time frame. Let's see. Let's hope gold respect the movement and get it right. DXY is at 98.41. I'll teach you I'll teach you guys how to use fundamental analysis under this fixed index, DXY under S&P 500. Definitely we are at 15. That's a risk off. We are under risk off. We are under risk on, actually. We are under risk on. And under risk on, the pairs that are majorly perform well are the these risky assets. These risky assets like the AUD, NZD, gold at times, even USD, because USD is always at a base point. Sometimes it's a safe haven, sometimes it's also a risky asset at the same time. So it's at 50-50. But the major currencies, the pairs that works better, if you pair them with if you pair NZD JPY, AUD JPY, CAD JPY, right now they are going to perform very better against the JPY, because JPY is termed as a safe havens. And right now, when the VIX index is at 15, from 15 to 20, that is called the risk on. Then from 25 and 30, that's called risk off. When you risk off, definitely there's fear. There's fear, that fear. Yeah. On the grade, on the fear and the grade index, if you look at the fear and the grade index, just look at where the fear is. On the fear and greed index, you're going to get let me just check for you. Okay, on fear and greed index, we're at neutral point, close going to the fear. And that means the currency pairs that are going to be performing better will be maybe most of them safe havens, but at neutral point, we don't give a damn about it. But gold will perform better, not until it goes to fear or extreme fear. That means where the USD will perform better, JPY. And yeah, those risky, those safe havens. At our VIX index at 15, definitely S&P 500 will be above. They do go contrary to each other. Let's look at S&P 500. S&P 500 is at 6,858 is high. So definitely the US market is still strong, and we expect most of the currency pairs paired with USD to be performing better on where USD is a base. It should be on buy. Then though where USB is on a quote, it should be on sell. Let's just look at an example with one pair, like which pair is paired with USD apart from gold. Let's look at USD card. Okay, yeah. Yeah. People are at risk, at risk of. I told you, risk of the risky asset will be performing better, and then the risky assets you can see, CAD is one of the risky assets, and it's really going against USD. So that's not something you can debate on. That is something that is really under fundamentals, and I've shown you. So let's just hope for the best. This is a good trade. It's a good trade over here, and I've been trading it as well. You can see my analysis was kind of good. I said you're going to trade only three pairs today, and those three pairs have given you the outlook. Moreover, you're going to hold. I'm not going to stay with you for long in the same live. I've shown you gold should be retracing back to this point. When gold should be retracing back to this point, we should be expecting buys after this level. Remember, gold was still consolidating at 4309 and 4309 and 4, it was 4309 and 450, 350, yeah. And then it was at that level. And 4350, and at this, it is at this level that when it broke out this level, we saw all these buys. Hope you guys can see. when gold was consolidating in between 4309 and 4350, 4309 and 4350, it broke out at that level and ended up buying too much. And so let's wait for it to come back to this 4350, then see the outlook. We'll go in for buys. I think so. It will follow the same step. And yeah, so these are the major outlooks. I said I'm not going to stay too much on you with lives. I just wanted to give you the outlook. Let's look at JPY. JPY, I think it will just retrace. This is just movements that will going to come down, but it's going to come down to this level. Yeah, this is the fair value gap as well as the Fibonacci golden zone. Huh? So let's wait for it. I'm going to end my live in a few, just to say when it is respected, just go in for buys. If it breaks down, just yeah. I think that's what we have for today. Yeah, I get to have some rest till till in the evening. Okay. For all those guys who have attended, thank you. For those who have got some questions, you know the right place to get me. Yeah, I'll be leaving my contact and my handle for Telegram here. Before I close, let's just look in for GBP JPY. GBP JPY. It's an upturn momentum, but we ain't sure yet. Let's wait for retracement from here, then we are going to go whether it's sure or not. Yeah. From here, I'll be ending my live. You guys have a good day.